Welcome to another episode of Oxygen. Tonight, we're going to dive deep in. King Von. Let's get it. And by now, we all know King Von, Devontae Bennett, Chiraq's legend. From doing my research, King Von was on the top of his game. He made a name for himself in the streets and then overall in the music industry. King Von was feared by many, disliked by many, from opposition to the police department, to the music industry. If Von wasn't rocking with you, he wanted nothing to do with you. If you were an op, it didn't matter. He wasn't going against the grain. If it was cousins, brothers, it did not matter. Devontae Bennett stood on business, and Chiraq knew that. There's nothing they could do to tarnish his name. From being incarcerated, to being arrested, to beating bodies. One thing's for certain. In the streets, Von was A1. We've heard all the stories. We've seen all the videos. When it comes to music, Von was a genius. Hands down. Genius. The way he could mix his lyrics and tell a story, never miss a beat, and keep you at the edge of your seat, wanting more, needing more. Von was an artist, and the music industry didn't know what to do with him. As Von grew bigger and bigger, the opposition grew bigger and bigger. And from both sides, many people wanted King Von out of the way. And we've seen the video, we've seen the footage of that one night in Atlanta, Georgia, between King Von and Quando. We've seen how it played out. We've seen what happened. We've seen people scatter. We heard gunshots. At the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. One thing is for certain, that your time on this earth will expire. Period. Many critics have diagnosed the videos of Von that night in Atlanta, Georgia, and asked why. Why was Von so easily touched? Why? Why didn't security take care of the bag? Why? Why did we see alleged friends scatter, run, and disappear? We have questions of why. We've all seen King Von grow right
before our very eyes. From a jet, getting arrested, running from the police, all the way up to making music with Lil Durk. Everyone that was around Von knew he has a big heart. He's gonna take care of his people. As you've seen in this video, as soon as he got his first big break, he went right back to O Block and took care of his people. Some say it was a bounty, which I don't know, I believe. You gotta think, coming from Parkway Gardens, that was the slums, the hood. And if they didn't get it out of the street, they didn't get it at all. And Von knew if he had it, everyone had it. That's why he decided to take care of everyone that was around him. From day one, Von looked out for many people. From the O Block chains, it was a family. Everybody on O Block weren't criminals. Everyone didn't go out and commit crime. It was a family. But you can see in all the footage out on social media with the women and kids, Von wanted to show them there was another way. They didn't have to get out in the street. They didn't have to take the route that some of them did. But in order to break the chains, someone has to go through it. And Devontae Bennett was that someone. He was the one that broke through and stood on business and wanted everybody to know that it didn't matter where you came from, where you lived. You could become someone and something. You didn't have to be in the street life. You could be solid A1. You could get into fashion. You can make music. You can be a business owner. As he spread his wings and tried to let everyone eat. One sad thing about his story is all the ops in Chiraq, FBG Duck, FBG Cash, Wooski, they all grew up together. King Von's day one, his A1 big homie is who? Big Mike. And we've all heard the story about Big Mike folding in Von's late hit, Why He Told. Big Mike since has come home. His very first interview, DJU TV. DJU, King Von's DJ. He traveled with Von, made all his beats. Big Mike comes home and told his story. He felt that he had a play to run, and that's what he was gonna do. But some may agree, some don't. Some say he told. We all know what happened. King Von came home. Yeah, he might have been hurt. He made the song, but as Big Mike speaks, him and Von still touched down, because there was no sense of King Von and Big Mike both being behind bars. The way it played out, some agree, some disagree, but it played out like it did. In my eyes, Big Mike is solid. Just going through my research, going through videos and documents, there's a lot of people around King Von that ain't solid. There's a lot of people around O Block that have told. Some of them have been exposed and some of them have not. Von was trying to make a change. His play, get out of Chicago, which he did. He went to Atlanta, and this is where his music career took off. Linking with Lil Durk, doing songs with THF, Bezu, and many others. But like we said, when your time is called, your name is on the list, there's no running, there's no hiding. It's just your time. And the way it went down, we all see Von stood on business. He had them hands. There was no fear in his heart. He would go toe to toe with anyone, anywhere, without a gun. We've seen footage, we've seen videos of Von in jail and going halt with hands. At the end of the day, I don't think Von wanted to kill Rondo. I think he wanted to put a beating on him for everything that was said, which all stemmed back to who? NBA Youngboy. Over what? Over a female. And this is why we cannot let our guys get tricked out of their spot. And in all reality, it wasn't serious. It wasn't big. There was no bloodshed between either camp. But social media, the internet, blew it in to something, and it caught like wildfire. And this is how it goes. The world we live in, social media, some of these interviewers are not your friend. They're looking for content. They're trying to build a name, and they're trying to chase a bag. But there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do it. We stand on that. King Von is alive, and from here his music will play and he will live on. O Block has a new generation coming. Time will tell what will happen. This is King Von, Part 1. Thank you, everyone who's rocking with the channel. You know, we're getting it out of the mud. We're not pushing any narratives. We're not picking a side. If you're A1 and you stand on business, we're gonna rock with you. It doesn't matter what side you from, what color you claim. We're rocking with A1 from day ones. Period. Help us grow the channel. Leave us a comment, hit subscribe, let us know if you like the videos and who we need to cover next. There is a part 2 coming, and you do not want to miss it. So y'all hit the subscribe, help us grow the channel. And again, this was an episode of Oxygen Hip Hop News. Let's get it.